Story. His parents didn't want him and gave him up for adoption, without imagining who he would become years later. Often, we are victims of injustice and harsh blows of life, due to circumstances we often don't choose. And at times, it's other people who decide for us. However, having the strength and ability to rise and persist in moving forward is the greatest virtue we possess. Just as it happened with this man. From the very first minute he came into the world, his destiny was shaped by decisions made by others without his consent. Unable to decide to walk or talk as a newborn, his inexperienced and young parents, mere university students, made the difficult and harsh decision to give him up for adoption. The boy was adopted by a young, middle-income couple, a bit limited but able to raise him without the need for luxuries. Pursuing simple jobs as a train conductor and homemaker, his parents needed to move to another city in search of better life opportunities. It was in this city with promising technological signs that he began his academic preparation for elementary and then high school. From a very young age, this boy showed a great interest in technology and electronics, which led him to join a technology club at his school. It was at this point, in his early age, that his dreams of innovating in this exciting digital world began. This young man, with the desire to cultivate and explore more electronics, enrolled in a university in another state, far from his parents, with hopes and dreams of learning and expanding. Unfortunately, his financial situation and that of his family weren't the best, so he was forced to abandon his studies practically at the beginning of his career due to lack of money, trading his dreams of having a promising future and postponing his dreams of innovating the world. In these moments of despair, while trying to maintain his studies, he began his professional life by seeking and getting easy jobs, usually with very low salaries that were not enough to sustain himself. So, without money or studies, he returned home, feeling destroyed and a bit lost by the circumstances he had to face. However, he remained steadfast in his dreams. As a visionary mind, he believed there was something better for him. Aimlessly, hoping to find his way, he embarked on a journey into the unknown, moving to another country in search of opportunities for a better future. A journey where a light was effectively ignited. Because a significant gaming company of the time became interested in his ideas, and it was here where he began his first job opportunity. Shortly after, he returned to his country and resigned from this company. Despite coming back with no money in his pocket, there was something greater and more important to him, and it was his dreams of overcoming hurdles to innovate and expand with electronics and technology to advance the world. He didn't want to settle for what existed, he knew there was much more to discover. Thus, along with a fellow intern and thanks to what they had learned in their work experience, they wanted to make a huge impact on the world. What was the idea? Creating a unique artifact for each person, something that had not been created before, the creation of a personal computer that would eventually generate a global brand recognized worldwide for its technological drive and the innovation of thousands of future options and creations. They tirelessly worked on it until they created the first original prototype. The path of this young man was never easy, so this idea wouldn't be an exception to the rule. Despite having a great proposal in hand and a visionary mind, nobody believed in his project, treating him like a maniac, and he was repeatedly rejected by the thousands of people he called daily to interest them in his project and bet on it. Everyone kept telling him it wasn't a good idea, that he was just wasting his time. He had to make many sacrifices, endlessly selling personal belongings and the few resources he had until he reached a low point where he felt desperate and without possibilities. And even in this difficult life situation, he was still the object of constant teasing. Everyone repeatedly claimed that no one working in his garage could ever go that far. However, these constant restrictions only fueled his desire to prove them wrong about him and his dreams of global advancement. He had to insist and persist a lot. Finally, after numerous calls, an important businessman decided to take a risk, betting on him for his business branding idea and his vision with technological ideas, presenting a proposal for partnership and funding for the official launch of the first personal computer. Despite the gloomy start, the partnership formally began. Then, the young man, along with his new partner, initiated the production of copies of the first personal computer, leading to the manufacturing, sale, and distribution of the first computers, turning his idea into a total success. It immediately reported massive growth in his new company, generating profits above expectations and inspiring the creation of new ideas, computer innovations, and new technological devices that propelled his brand to global recognition. Despite going through a tough situation due to adverse circumstances, this man decided to overcome difficulties thanks to his constant hard work, persistence in pursuing his innovation dream, and upholding his ideals. Above all, his great self-confidence were the driving forces that allowed the boy, rejected since childhood and categorized as ridiculous, to carve a path as a great visionary and global business entrepreneur, venturing into the world of entertainment, investing in animation film companies and other businesses, ultimately becoming a business magnate widely recognized for his significant contributions to technological advancement in humanity. This man happens to be none other than the brilliant visionary Steve Jobs, born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California, United States. He was a business magnate, industrial designer, investor, and owner of American Media, co-founder of Apple, one of the four most important technology companies globally. He was also the majority shareholder and later owner of Pixar, one of the largest animation film studios, capable of creating the first computer-animated feature film, all under his control and domain. As a participant in multiple investments and creations, this spectacular magnate accumulated a fortune estimated at approximately $7 billion and passed away at the age of 56 on October 5, 2011, in Palo Alto, California, United States. Undoubtedly, he was a clear example of perseverance and overcoming obstacles, showing that in the face of adversity, we can do two things: give up or rise and move forward. He chose to move forward and aimed to leave his mark on the world, generating innovations and creativity in what we know today as current technology, a goal he undoubtedly achieved and surpassed. Be like Steve Jobs. Leave your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until the next personal video.